Well, I guess this is not the video that I thought I would be making anytime soon, and I certainly didn't expect this to be one of the very few videos that I publish here on the channel, simply because I haven't really been doing much of the MMORPG content. I'm focusing on my other channel on Vplays, where I've been doing a lot of variety and other JRPGs, but today something actually just kind of hit me, and I realized that I want to talk about it because I think that a lot of you might feel the same, but it's, I guess, a form of grief or absence of it that I didn't think that I would be feeling. So earlier today, I received an email from the FF14, the MOG station or whatever it is, and it's a demolition notice for our FC house. And for the record, our FC is something that we as a community used to be active in, and we did a lot of different events like old raids, even some Savage, all this stuff. And now we're at the point where I believe this is the third time that I'm receiving this demolition notice. For the first time, I actually don't feel like logging back into FF14, resubscribing to it, and then not playing the game anymore, I guess. Historically, whenever we would receive an email like this, I would go back, I would log in, and I would think of some excuse to play the game so that I don't feel like I've subscribed essentially for nothing. But this time around, I'm looking at this email and I'm not really feeling anything. I'm not feeling much at all. And this is something that is really concerning for me as someone who, during the lockdown and in the past few years has been working actively on this channel, has been playing FF14. Now I'm just like, well, if I lose a house, no big deal, which is a very selfish feeling, I think, considering that some of the FC members may want to come back and retrieve their stuff. And if you're watching this video, you might just be one of them. Hell, if you log in and if you, cancel the demolition notice, then that's fine. That's up to you. But I think that for the first time, I feel like it is within my right to not log in and to not cancel this at the cost of just essentially losing the house. And this used to be a really sad thing for me because that house actually meant a lot to me. This was the house that I personally have camped for in Shirogane for days and days and days back when there was no lottery. And even though it was a small house, I didn't mind. It was ours, and I spent so much time decorating it. And we had many of these little community events. Like, I remember organizing these glam contests and whatnot for our community. I remember us actually gathering there, visiting each other's rooms, and actually just, being friends there. And now, since not a lot of people have logged in even in the past year, I feel like it's time to just let go of the house. And the more I'm thinking about it, the more I feel like it's unfair to have to essentially stay subscribed to the game to keep the house in the first place. And a part of me might be feeling this way because of the World of Warcraft housing system not requiring us to stay subscribed to keep our house. But at the same time, I think I've grown past feeling this obligation to do it anymore. After this scandal of so many people actually losing their house, essentially for no reason on many servers, I feel like I'm just ready to let go of it. And this doesn't mean that I don't want to come back ever to FF14 and play it and eventually have a house again. But right now, I just cannot justify going back and retrieving all these items. And it feels bad because I used to collect all this stuff in the events. I used to decorate this room after every event to kind of commemorate it and to add new stuff to it. But now I'm just not that interested in it anymore. And it's kind of heartbreaking that it's not heartbreaking. And this has me real worried for how I feel about the game right now. And I'm sure that I'm not the only one. And I know that some people in the comment, maybe that's you, will share their story about how they lost their house, maybe on purpose, maybe not on purpose. But now I'm just ready to not feel trapped by this subscription system anymore. I realized that I depended on the community system much more than I thought I did. I realized that community and friends and having someone to do something in game with was so important to me, even though at the end of the day the MSQ is a very solitary experience. But I remember these moments when I was going through the MSQ when some of my friends would just stand there next to the quest and would be cheering, and we would all laugh together, cry together, and do all these things together. And now I'm just like, I'm ready to, I cherish these memories, but I'm ready to let go of them in a way. And if I end up creating new memories in FF14, that's fine. And if I don't, that's also fine. So I don't really know what the purpose of this video today is. I think I'm just really worried about how I feel about FF14, because I want to feel the way I used to feel. Well, now it's a few years ago. It's actually crazy how the time flies. But I want to love the game as much as I used to, and I still love everything about it that I used to love. It's just that these people, these things, all these things are now gone. I've already gone through the MSQ. The people who used to be there are no longer there. Now we're losing the house, and I just couldn't be bothered. And it's really sad to admit that. So I just wanted to have a chat with you about this and hear from you and see how you feel. Do you still have your house? Did you ever have a house? Do you not want your house anymore? Are you subscribed because of your house? Let me know. And I'm sorry about a little bit of rambling today. I just kind of wanted to get this off my chest. I hope that at some point soon I feel different, because Final Fantasy XIV is and always will be a part of me. And it's heartbreaking that something that used to be so important is now just something that I can't even bring myself to go back to. And I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it and say, this is the reason why I'm not passionate about the game anymore, or as passionate as I used to be. I don't know what to say. I'm sad. I'm really sad because I'm not sad. Anyway, I guess that's gonna be it for today. Hope to hear from you. If you're new here, I still upload here on the channel. I don't currently know what I'm doing with myself here on Vplays MMO. I'm doing a little bit of World of Warcraft, and I cover both new content, and I'm going through the old story with my partner, and we're questing currently through Burning Crusade, and that's been a source of joy, to be honest, and something that's been, keeping me going in World of Warcraft. But apart from that, I have not been doing a lot of MMO. I've mostly been on Vplays, which is my other channel. Now we've been playing a lot of different things: Persona, Kingdom Hearts, Digimon, other Final Fantasies. I've been speedrunning there as well, so most of my content is there nowadays. Still, make sure to subscribe, because I will be back with all of the MMO content, especially WoW and FF14. If anything, for the story, I will always be there for the story, but I might just be homeless. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, how you feel about your own house or lack thereof, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye bye.